Buddy, welcome back. I wasn't too excited. I mean, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited to stream and to be here. Wasn't so excited though that I forgot to unmute myself before I started talking tonight. But I hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna be diving back into some more PGA 2K this evening. We got some True Sim rounds lined up. I believe we finished 7th last week, so still cranking out top 10 finishes. Not our best. But it is what it is. We just couldn't really get the putting going last week. Yeah, we're going to dive into some True Sim, and then tomorrow we're going to play a new golf game. So I'm looking forward to that. It's called Super Battle Golf. It's going to be super chaotic, and hopefully we'll have some people that want to join in and play. I think it'll be a good time. Yeah, what's going on, Trompler? Dude, I fancy seeing you here, sir. Yeah, I did a double take. I'm sitting there working, I hear a message, and I look over and I read it. I'm like, wait a second. I know that guy. Bring up my dashboard, type in the username. I was like, yep, was just talking the other day, and then I brought it all full circle because it said that you you followed on my birthday stream, which was Mario Kart, which is something that I don't play, but I'm like, okay, here's, we're triangulating the connection here. Yeah, I've known Barb. I think I followed him back in 2018. I've known him for a long time. I hadn't watched him a crazy amount over the years, but have been watching him a lot lately. I was like, wait a second. I spy someone I know out in the wild. Haven't had that happen in a while. Quickly became your workday radio. And I get that. I work from home. I definitely have a couple of channels that I'll flip between. I've had some different ones over the years. All right, we're first swinging straight into quad perfects. Love to see that. Hey, good evening, John. And I think that's the case for not just him, but I think for a lot of streamers. During the day, right? If you can be on in that sweet time of U.S. East Coast to West Coast kind of working hours. You get some of the European audience, later in the day. I guess at the beginning of the day, you're kind of catching evening Australia kind of time frame, though they fall off then, right? They go to bed. But yeah, that's I think that's a really strong time slot, and it's just less competition overall because a lot of people are working during the day. This time slot, this is the dad working man time slot. Kids go to bed, then dads come out to play. So that is the one tough thing is it's definitely a very, very saturated time, but can't really do anything about it. You stream when you can. I knew that slope was gonna be troublesome. Western Europeans making a point to start in the afternoon, beginning of the American workday. Yeah, exactly. I know a guy who's originally from Europe and would stream at that time slot and now lives in Asia. Streams at that same time slot. You just make sure that you're the workday radio. Did not get the 100% swing. But yeah, I think that's the ideal time. If you're going to stream, It's that, or you stream the overnight, you know, which is basically because there is still an audience at that time of day. It's not as big, but the streamer to viewer pool is way skewed. Yeah, you can definitely find a slot there. I know people who have had some pretty good success by streaming in that overnight time slot. You just have to have a schedule and things that can afford it, which is the really hard part. Like Patty and Orator, I actually haven't watched them. I have known Barb actually through like a Souls streamer, so I'm not from like the Mario. You know, like I put it this way, I knew VSwed before I knew Barb, and I knew VSwed before VSwed started streaming. Like that's how far back my Souls roots go. So, yeah, I have the ROM hack, all of that Mario stuff is very... I'm not well versed in it. So like I watched Barb do it, and I've watched VSwed, and I've watched I'm gonna highly doubt that you've stumbled across him, but maybe not. He doesn't stream much these days. I think he was going by Lazy Runs as of late. They're like the only three people that I think I've watched do ROM hack stuff. I've watched a little bit of Mario Maker. I know Grizzly Gaming did that for a bit. I think he's Australian. He made some connections with like Joe's Cook and stuff. But it's like all guys that I've known from like Souls days. Then just kind of happened to cross over with it. I don't know. I'm big for a challenge. Like we play this game on the highest level of competition, like Souls games and everything. But I don't know that I don't know if I want to get into the ROM hack stuff or not. But I've been on that tangent. What's going on, Fly Guy? How you doing, man? Mostly elder millennials. Well, as you might imagine, the virtual golf community is also a lot of people in their like 30s to 50s, you know, kind of that whole range. You know, there is even older than that as well. But a lot of people in that stage of life. Soft greens, man. You never heard Elder Millennial? Feel like you qualify? I mean, I can finally say that I've entered my 30s. You know, I've always been a little bit off of that demographic. Some serious Golden Tee players in your time? I have not ever Golden Teed. The 108's a little bit much. Too strong there, Bryson. We're gonna play this from the next tee box. I really wanted, like, just to get to that 101, 102. I held on too long. But actually, this might not be the worst. Go, like, here. Underswung it. Underswung it. We're good, though. We're good. Microsoft Golf with David Faherty insulting you all the time. My first golf was Tiger 06. That was my entry to it. I think I had 06 and then like Tiger 10 for the Wii, something like that. Came really back around. I played a little bit of like 8 hours of the Golf Club 2019. PGA Tour 2K21 is what ended up getting me into this. It's funny, like I was a Souls guy, but I like grew up loving sports and sports games and stuff. Like I have like a very, as you can probably tell by the games that we play, I have a weird combination. Doesn't really make for the best, it's not really the most cohesive, I guess we'll say. Not really the most cohesive in terms of content, but love sports, but also love really tough games, and so we get this combination of I play golf and Souls-likes, and here we are. Makes me, I guess. What up, Witty? Welcome back. Tiger Baby back according to the new conference for the Masters. Number 16 major coming up. I hope he can stay healthy and play well. Even if he's not out there winning it, I just... Oh wow, that didn't break. That really just like hammered straight through. Yeah, he made that cut the other year, and then he's had injuries and stuff. I want him to get in the mix. Doesn't have to be for a major right away. We just need to get him playing competitive golf. I feel like in these times that he's been back, his short game looks shoddy. Just want to see him get in the mix. Yeah, not necessarily, but something to like instill that confidence, because I know there's some confidence there, but I also think there's probably a fair amount of self-doubt. Well, that wind did not get right. Dang. That wind did not get right. Play games that you like to see and enjoy myself in doing so? I mean, I try and enjoy myself. You know, I've definitely gone down the rabbit hole a few too many times over the years of sticking with something that I enjoy so long that I get burnt out on it. That's not a good time. Not a good time. Why does it feel like now all of a sudden these are rolling more? This has so much break up the hill. They're too firm. %82 is a really challenging one to get at. Favorite daily late night streamer used to watch, religiously did that with Mario Kart. Do a Minecraft and Overwatch 2 now. Most people left, kind of sucks. Yeah, I mean, to be completely fair, like if you look at my, we've streamed for 9 and almost, but it'll be 10 years and 4 months here. I've taken this channel on a bit of a roller coaster ride. So when I first started streaming, basically I had heard of the Souls games. I started watching Dark Souls 3 a little bit. And then from there, I ended up deciding, you know what, I'm going to start playing through the series myself. So I started with Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, started challenge running Dark Souls 3 and stuff. Got a little bit burnt, took a break, started doing some variety, came back to it, and then rode the variety into the dirt. Some speedrunning things, had some little oscillations, found golf, rode that up, off seasons and different things. I mean, we just are kind of coming off of a break here of, what, I think like September or so we started playing basically only not golf. These past couple of weeks here, been trying to get a little bit of a rhythm, so to speak, of golf and other games. So I'm trying new stuff, trying to find a balance. That was one club too many. Thought with the softs that we would maybe. Maybe not get that far up the uphill. Hey, what up, Dangler? How are you doing? But most of his audience on Mario Kart. Yeah, I mean, it is very, very difficult to do any sort of variety. There is a bit where you can, if you can find the right blend of games, you can alternate. Like, I think personally, if I was a full-on just like sports games kind of guy, like I could build something with golf and MLB or NCAA or Madden or maybe even like a Trackmania or something, although I think that's a little bit more of a stretch for that game. But yeah, I don't have quite the overlap. I know, like, sometimes you can, but, like, I remember even back in the day, you know, going from Dark Souls 3 to any of the other Dark Souls games, you would think that there would be this, like, shared kind of community with it, or shared viewership, but people definitely have their preferences. What's going on, Dalton? Keep it on. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What other games do I play? So, I'm a big From Software guy. So think like Dark Souls, Trilogy, Elden Ring, those sorts of things. Good day, Steve. Those are like a comfort game for me. We just did a Dark Souls 1 item and enemy randomizer that we wrapped up last night. Recently, we've played Hollow Knight Silksong, God of War 2018 on Gimme God of War for our first playthrough. Star Wars Jedi Survivor on Jedi Grandmaster for our first playthrough. I went back, we went retro, played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the first time. So, I like me some challenging RPG stuff. With like, yeah, more in that like melee combat type of deal. I underswung it. Not great. Hey, good evening, Busey. Been playing golf much? We've been getting it back into a rhythm. So I've been playing golf on Wednesdays and Thursdays for the past couple of weeks now. The plan at the moment is to achieve full balance. Then have like variety Monday, Tuesday, and then kind of bring home the week Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know if we'll switch it up and make it Monday, Tuesday instead. We're just kind of seeing how things go at the moment. I have not played the original trilogy. No, so that was my first God of War game. before I play Ragnarok, I do want to play 1, 2, and 3, and I was planning on it, but then they announced the remaster, which I know the remaster is going to take a long time for that to come around. So now I'm at this like weird crossroads of I don't know if I should be, you know, waiting for that, just play it. Alright, I don't know if I got it right enough for it to get back to the hole from the... Oh, it's gonna be short, okay. Hey, what's going on, Adam? How have you been? Ever played any of the Neos? Everyone says the new one is great, but you haven't played yet. I just played the Neo 3 demo. I just played the Neo 3 demo. I have not played actual, like, full Neo games. It was not my favorite. It's not bad, it just wasn't really quite my cup of tea. Like, I think we could have toughed it out. It just, I don't know. It was a bit overwhelming. There were a lot of mechanics. Not that you have to use all the mechanics, but I just felt like there was a lot being thrown at me. But I don't know if you can still play the demo. I mean, you can give Neo 3 demo a shot if you're curious. That way it's a no money spent. I know that they gave out Neo 2 a while ago on PS Plus, so I have that sitting in my inventory, but I haven't played it. Where did I grow up trying to figure out the accent? What's your guess? What's your guess, Dalton? I feel like I have not much of an accent. I feel like I have a pretty neutral accent, but I don't know. I've had people tell me they think I'm from Europe, and I don't really understand that one because I feel like every person I've heard from Europe has a much stronger accent. I'm from the US. Harlan Williams? Why does that name not ring a bell? He's Canadian American. Oh, is he the other guy from Dumb and Dumber? I guess I just didn't know what his name was. Yeah, he's from Toronto, it seems like. No, I am from the US of A. What's going on, Liam? How have you been, man? Good to see you. You're from California? Alright, so I am from Philly suburbs. I am from Philly suburbs. Originally. But I don't know, I feel like I have a pretty neutral accent. I've wiped away like the wooder and those sorts of giveaways, so that's probably part of why it's difficult to place. Trust me, my family, or my parents do. My sisters have also wiped that from their vocab. Don't have the USA flag in 2K? I do not, Bundy. My grandfather is from Italy originally, and my character is Italian. He is Guy Viso, which Viso is face, so he's Guy Face Guy. I'm Face Guy. I don't know. It's a stupid bit that I've been running with for a long time. We're just gonna live with it. I believe this is kinetic, Liam. RPGs mostly? I would say mostly RPGs. Although I did enjoy, like, I really like the Hollow Knight games, so I would like to try maybe some more in the Metroidvania kind of space. 2D kind of side-scrollery platform stuff. But yeah, so very much so American, but also, yeah, my great-grandfather's from Germany, and my grandfather's from Italy, so do have a fair amount of close European ties. Hello in the night, Yane. Jeffy, welcome back, sir. Hello, hello. When did I start 2K25? Launch. We did some big launch streams. So I started playing the PGA 2K games back in 2K21. We've progressively put less hours in. I think we put 1,400 hours into 2K21, 900 into 2K23. We're only 445 into this game, although it came out a year ago. So, still a decent clip, I would say. And that's the thing, we play one singular game quite a bunch. We're 1,100 odd hours in. Whew. I'm leaving myself short. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Short. If I hit it with enough pace, we were going to be high anyway. Beautiful night to play golf. It's 40 degrees and raining outside. I wouldn't want to play. I mean, I guess makes it a beautiful night to play virtual golf. I wouldn't want to be trying to do any real golfing right now, that's for sure. Knocked out Sweden in Olympic hockey? Oh, I guess I did see that the men were playing. And the women are... They're having like a historic run right now, aren't they? I mean, obviously they gotta finish it off, but... Allowed like 1 goal or something. Something gnarly. Collarbone disaster during the summer, so you have that excuse. That's true. That's true. So much snow where you live right now. We had like a foot of snow from that storm that came through a number of weeks ago. It is finally been melting a bit these past few days. A couple days ago it was warm and sunny. I think yesterday. Today it's still in like the low 40s, but it's been a little bit overcast and drizzle and stuff. I think it's supposed to be overcast and drizzle a fair amount here for the next little bit, so gonna be a little bit until the snow really gets gone. What I like to see in 2K27, I'd like to see competitive options that scale a little bit higher. That's one thing that I've been wanting, but I don't think we'll ever get. What I mean by that is I would like it that, like, ranked stuff that's in Master, not just ranked tours, but, like, competitive ranked. I mean, it would be nice if they could fix the physics of the game so that it actually made a little bit more sense. Not just this, whatever they have that makes it, you know, weird friction differences between the fairway and the green. %. Hard turn in. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Got a drop for me. What's going on, JB? What's going on, man? But yeah, so it's like you want them to continue cleaning stuff up. I haven't really like thought about it so in depth of like what I'd like for it. I mean, I would like for the economy to be better in the next one. I think the economy is utter crap in this game. You know, I want them to, I don't know, support the game for a little bit longer than a year. If you're going to do a 2-year dev cycle, you have to have more than just content in the form of clubhouse passes. Yeah, I think that that's a really crappy thing. I understand they want to try and make money and stuff, but it's just not the way. I think the clubhouse pass, I think they've got to give more options in terms of color. I don't understand why, like, they have to have a way to be able to make it that you can like swap colors on things. It can't be that 5 different colors of the exact same outfit is considered 5 unique pieces of content. Better physics, better graphics. Yeah, I think physics need to continue to be refined. I think that graphics is going to be a tough limitation because they can only take it so far without ruining the course. Like, they're in this tough spot, right? The courses, have been built for years and years and years and continue to get ported forward. And yeah, there are new courses and stuff that get added to the game, but the backwards compatibility, I think, continues to break down as you increase the graphics, unless they're able to also increase the performance, right? I think this game had like a nice graphical improvement, right? I think this game had a nice graphical improvement over the last. Does it look like this? Oh my gosh, amazing, whatever. But you also have to understand that, like, if you're gonna be like, oh well, EA's looked like this. Well, EA's is these are the courses that you get. There's nothing's dynamic. Everything is particularly placed and critiqued and everything. They can do that with a few courses in this, but when you open up the course designer, right, to everybody, now everything has to be built in a way that it can be customized, and that includes, you know, your graphics and your resource management, because you no longer have control of how the majority of your game actually performs. So I would also like to see, I guess where I'm at, I don't know that we're gonna get it this way. There are too many shots. There are too many shot types, and like super flop needs to be nerfed to oblivion or taken out. It shouldn't be flip bias. You know, I would hope that's a big thing. I would hope in the next game that the flop shots are your same bias, because competitively, I don't think that it should be like that. very minor thing. The tee boxes should just automatically flatten. There shouldn't be a way to have slopes in the tee boxes, in my opinion. At least on the official courses, but like just in general, I think making those flat shouldn't be that it's like, oh, well, I'm hitting a slightly more draw or slightly more fade on this hole. Swing tempo and rough need to be more penalizing. Yeah, I mean, it's that question of like, you know, in the previous games, I didn't like Legend because it was a straight line, right? And your forgiveness just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. To the point where it was like, how can anyone legitimately like play Legend consistently, right? Like if you were like always hitting your points on Legend, it seemed kind of suspect to me because I was like, how do you hit it that straight, that consistently? Having the forgiveness windows be bigger on all of, like, have it be the same across difficulties, it does make it easier. Like, the misses are more punishing, but the better players can't. Like, the better players aren't going to miss as much, so it's like, yeah, it is this weird kind of balance of it. Maybe it does decrease on the higher difficulties. You know, your forgiveness is smaller and your misses are more punishing, but it's not as tight as it was in like 2K21 and 3. I feel like some people in the designer could want to be creative with slope. But I guess my question is, what on the tee box would you need to be creative with slope for? That's what I'm genuinely curious. Play together? Not tonight, Jeffy. Tonight's competition night. Yeah, I mean that offer stands if we're playing other stuff, but yeah, not tonight. Okay, so we're gonna hop into True Sim in just a few minutes. Give me 3. Go stretch our legs, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, all that jazz. If you're enjoying, you can drop a like on the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, helps me out very, very much. Yeah, we'll get into this in just a few moments. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Alright, we are back. What's going on, Mr. Whacker Guy? True sim indeed, yes. We're not able to get demoted from True Sim, so... Basically, no risk here before the, before paternity leave starts. Coming off... Kind of like just this weird coming off of a few month break of playing the game and then going to be taking a break again. I didn't feel like playing Plat for a few weeks, so. Hey, what's going on, Thed? How you doing, sir? Four portion of the tee to give a better review? Yeah, I mean, should at least something to level it. Because it actually plays, right? Like, that's the thing, it actually plays. You know, if there's any sort of sloping in the on the tee box. Okay, so 424 yards. Downhill like 80. That's 378. Yeah. So I think we're going for it. Little overpower. Only caught it on the 101. It's a few yards short of what I had hoped. Can't really, I don't think, expect to be hitting power drive there. Power drive feels like it'd be too long. It's right to left. It's gonna run. I'm doing well, man. Can't really complain. Alright, it's out of the heavy rough. I'm gonna play a spinner because I think the spinner is actually gonna release for us. Right to left, play it out here. It did release. It took a way bigger kick to the left though. Way bigger kick to the left. Alright. Bit of a missed opportunity on the opening hole here. Go right to left or up the hill. Firm. Alright, well, this is how you turn a drivable green into a par. I thought it was going to be a bogey. I jump back into TGC, or she was, you know, fair play's not there in this edition? You like to win too much? I mean, I like to win too, but I haven't won in... I mean, we've won True Sim in 2K23 and 25, but I've never won in Plat. I don't know. I know that winning is not so much on the cards for me. In these games, it's a lot about just trying to do my best. This is probably done. Like, I feel like I'm getting baited. I feel like I'm getting baited on these first two holes. Huge elevation changes. Being like, oh, I'll just bomb it down there. But my short game, especially in True Sim, is not like anything crazy. Yo, tagged out. What's going on, man? Good to see you. It's uphill. See, the problem is we're actually like just shy on this super flop. Now maybe we can eke it out. But yeah, see, like that's You leave yourself a 7-footer. I feel like a 7-footer is never really a place that you want to be. I knew it had a little bit of movement to the right. I knew it. Could see just the slightest bit there. All right, 97 is 32 yards. Probably playing just a hair under that. There's a touch of wind though, so we'll say it's the 32, which means that the pin's playing like 181. Probably want to land it. Gonna play this. This might be a little short. I just don't like. I don't know. The choke 7 I feel like is gonna end up running long for me. That's my fear. Is choke 7 is gonna end up rolling too much. Because these greens are a little quicker, and I think that's the right call. I think that's the right call. It's creeping right the whole way. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Get things going after that first hole. A lot of elevation. I think when I looked up, this course is in Montana or something. Quite uphill, this one. You just have to be really mindful of the elevation. This lie is where we have to be careful. I left the face open. Probably not the worst place to miss, though. It's a LiDAR. I don't know if it's a LiDAR. It's a recreation. I mean, all of these courses that we play on TrueSim are recreations of real courses. I don't know the last time we played something fake. If we've played something that's not real, it is not very often. The heck do we have? It's not breaking a ton. Really hard to kind of see what's going on in the middle, but just a little on the under red side. Pretty solid read overall, though. I see you shot pretty well there, JB. I see you. See, these are all interesting because once you start putting in power drives and stuff, like, I bet you JB was getting very, very greedy with these. I can carry 350 if you overpower. It's just still not enough for me, so. Let's try and set this up in a way that we can hit a full wedge here. You're sending it? Yeah, I this is huge elevation changes. There's a lot of temptation to full send, like, big power drive type of shots. I can very much so sense it. 39, 33. I should have choked it down. 127, 145. That there must have been something with the lie and stuff too. That scent. Yeah, I mean proximity is huge. Proximity is huge in True Sim. Absolutely. It's like below my feet. Definitely changes at the end. Go back the other way. I'm gonna go just outside. What are we talking here? 73. Out to the right. As it comes down here, it should turn left. No? Just that little bit at the hole. Deceptive. Very, very deceptive. Does get tight down there. Does get tight, but I think we should be able to thread the needle. Put some faith in ourselves, and then hopefully be just in enough where we can send 3 wood. Yeah, we can throw 3 wood up like front edge. So ball's definitely below the feet. Maybe just that little 101 overswing. Get it on. Is this a backstop, or is this just gonna be sticky fringe? Ooh, backstop it is. Come on. Come on down. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, 10-footer. This one definitely right to left. See, it feels really steep from this side, not as steep from behind. There's an eagle. Let's go. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. What do we got here? 171. If I play choked 7-iron. 7 yards of release. I just don't think I can play full 7-iron. Okay, I got just a baby overpower on it. Go left. It. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love when a par 3 is a nice little up and on and tapper home. So I gotta play a big cut here because of the way that this fairway seems to be kicking. I'm gonna try and bounce it more into the right hand side, take a little bit of the left hand kick out. Now we're going up the hill. 154, 3. Oh, I double crossed it. Talk about a lucky break there on the double cross. Hot dang. Yeah, that's getting away with one. Let's cash that in. Let's try and cash that in if we can. I did not. Didn't deserve that one. Did not deserve that one. Okay, I need to be straighter to left on my swing. I think it's downhill 37 overall. So let's just, if this is a flat hole, we're talking a net of a total. Yeah, this is still a 637 yard hole. I think the only chance that we have at reaching this green in 2 is that 108 power drive. JB, you should be so proud. You should be so proud. Now I got 284 in. There's a big slope there. 262 carries to like the 270 mark. Oh yeah. This is just now we can actually just take a regular swing. Now we can just take a regular old swing here. I don't even have to try going for crazy power or anything. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get, because the more to that right hand side we go, the more we bring that bunker and everything into play. Okay, so if we can go, I think a little bit on this like left to right chip. 1% on the underswing. I would like to believe that Eagle might be on the cards if we could get that on the money. All right, that's 7 under going out. We take that every day. This is a really hard one because of the angle. It's also uphill at the end, but not really here. So it's going to effectively play longer anyway. I probably should have played like a... Oh, I left it open. I was just so worried about it. Maybe didn't need to cut it off that much. It's going to be a long approach, which I'm not really a huge fan of here, but I don't really have too many options. I'm leaving them open. Okay, still had the legs. We have a look. I am a left thumb swinger, Bundy. I'm right-handed, but I am a left thumb swinger. I don't know, left thumbstick is just like what golf games used to always be on. And I feel like, you know, playing the action RPGs and stuff, like you're doing all that movement with your left hand, so you know, I have enough experience. Oh, what a putt. Come on now. Come on now. From downtown. I play one. Oh, this is a sucky pin. Okay. I think we have to play this choke 6-iron and just kind of hope for the best. I hit it 101, so this could even be longer than we want. Or not. It's such a, just like the way that that green is shaped, trying to land it in there is not a simple task. Seems pretty straight. It's a matter of like what percentage do we have to give this, because we got to go past it, and then you have to account for a few yards, and then that like 92%, is that going to be? %. 92 would have been spot on. Left thumb draw bias, yeah, because you have to. Well, I hold the controller on a diagonal. That's how I get the shape that I swing with. But I've always held the controller at a diagonal. This is kind of naturally where it's fallen for me. The hard part is flop shots. I think flop shots are a less than ideal thing in this game. Pick shot to be the single hardest with no aim marker. It's just the thing that we have to partial the most consistently, right? And you're partialing with no gauge of how much depth you have. So yeah, I would very much so like to agree with that. That came out a little. Oh, actually no. It felt more left off of the like visually, but that was actually right when we were trying to aim. Right to lefter Down the hill 6 feet. We've got a little movement in it the whole way. Oh, almost didn't give it enough. That's so hard. That's such a difficult putt. Because you're at a distance where it's hard to be aggressive because, I don't know, it's like just far enough. We'll close. Little double cross. But we're okay. 314 though coming in. I guess I can technically get it out there like 280. 30 yards. It is gonna wanna, I don't know, it looks like it goes left to right. We'll play it out here. Just a little pull. But again, I think it kicks right from here. I just think it's too short. By 18 yards. Could play a flop. Little movement left to right. Fairly straight though. Ball below the feet. I feel like the chip shot is hard. Because of this initial skip, 97%. I pulled it. I mean, the pull is, I think, pretty much the only thing taking it offline there. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to give ourselves a chance to score it. Chance to score the eagle, because if I go ahead and I take the super flop there, I'm not scoring on it. There's a 0% chance that I score on the super flop. Am I gonna get 30? I mean, I don't really have an option here. Gonna come out short of that in the 250s. Looks like it kicks right to left. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna hit a baby draw and I'm gonna try and overpower it. Hold it, which is kind of scary. Did get 103. Now you can settle if you'd like. Apparently I didn't need to overpower it. 101 would have been great. Would have been right up in there. So when it's left to right, up the hill, seems pretty steady. Almost. Almost. Putting's been pretty strong. Putting's been pretty strong. All things considered. Man, I keep getting a pull on my swing there. It's about the worst outcome we could have had. About the worst outcome we could have had plugging it in the middle bunker. 237 is where we're looking at trying to land this thing. This is gonna be short of that. This is gonna be down close to this bunker. Try and overpower it. It's so hard because I think if we hit it, perfect, we might end up short. So you're like in this weird, I basically think 102 is maybe what we can do. I have to do this now. Otherwise, this chip is just gonna roll because you're babying it so much. Plugging in the fairway bunker. What a time to be alive. So that's not great. 214, 11 yards. I think it's a 5-iron here, ladies and gentlemen. 211's on. Buttery, smooth 5-iron. Coming in a little bit to the right. Of course, there's a hill that I don't know about. Well, yeah, had I known that, then maybe we take the choked 4-iron, run it up there. Gosh darn it. Convince myself that I don't need as much club, and alas, I do. %. Hmm. 1% more would have been close, but I don't know that we're making that. 714 yard par 5. 245 yards of elevation change. Okay, so we know that this isn't gonna quite play 80. We'll play it like 75 yards in total. 75 yards in total. I mean, that makes this 400. That's still a lot, man. That's still a lot, and I don't even think that we're all the way downhill on this. I could be power driving my way straight into this bunker. All right. 103, quadded it up. Well, we found the ramp. So this should hopefully stay fairway. Come on, kick me back to the right. Yeah, run me down long way. Keep going. Keep on going. 478, well, 480. 490. 495 yards. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. $218 or so. All right, this is the part where we learn from that last round, or that last hole rather. We're gonna take a choked 4-iron. I need more than a 5. Need more than a 5. We're gonna take a choked 4. That's it. And that was good learnings, because that is the exact distance I need. Pretty substantial kick, all things considered, but we're up on the correct part of the green here. To wrap things up, we get a right to left breaker the whole way. Right to left breaker the whole way that actually only largely broke behind the hole. Okay. Fine. Fine. Missed eagle opportunities. Winds in the face on this. Yeah, 340, even though we could technically get it down somewhere in here, it's just not going to bounce well enough. And I don't have enough consistency to overpower it the crazy amounts. They do put you in a weird spot though here, to be completely fair. Get in there, Fra-Fra.
What a strange person.
A strange person indeed. Giving me money? What's going on, man? Thank you very much for the $5. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you as always. Okay. Choked approach. Coming out a little bit to the right. Flighted down a little bit. Did not need to flight it down a little bit. Gosh darn it. I think because it's uphill. What I'm doing is I'm factoring the wind in as still at full speed. That's my mistake. It's uphill, factoring the wind the same way, which is not the way that I need to do it. Get in there. All right, good way to finish it. 12 under out there, very strong on the front nine. Missed opportunity on the 1 par 5, a couple of eagle misses. But overall a very solid start. If I'm looking at it there, I think we're in pretty good standing after round 1. I know we were 1 off of JB. I don't know if he's the leader. Interesting course. I like courses like this, though, because it susses out people that aren't as strong with elevations. Oh, jeez. Stando getting in there with a 15. In there, Stando. All right, so T3 through 1. T3 through 1. What's going on, Scotty? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Yeah, that's a solid opener. That's a solid opener. Especially if the leaders are at 47, that means that 12 under for all of the rounds is a hard thing to maintain. So we'll see what we can do. We've got plenty of golfing left. We got 3 more rounds to go. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a quick 2-minute break. Clear out the pre-rolls on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, you can drop a like on the stream. Helps me out immensely. And yeah, I will see you guys in just a few moments.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we're back. Let's lock in. If they start, this is the thing. They're gonna start throwing some wind at this course. This is like probably lull us in. All right, medium winds, but the rest of the conditions are the same. Normal fairways, firm greens. I guess that's probably why some of the fairway stuff didn't kick out and roll as far as we thought. But yeah, if we start getting some, you start getting some tailwinds, like things become more approachable, but also they want to go more. You get some headwinds now, you can't gauge things as much. All right, so we went for this last time, right? We went for this last time, and we were a little bit short. Now the wind is off the tail a little bit. So I think we can afford it. A little bit of a pull though, that's not ideal. Little bit of a pull is not great. So we got 44 yards that we gotta get out of this thing. 39 to the front. I feel like this lob shot is maybe the play, which I don't love, but I don't know what else to do. Yeah. Not great. Not great. So we make par again on the first one. I don't know. Maybe laying up on this hole is the smart play. Maybe that's a way that we score that one. We made birdie here. Again, this is kind of in that awkward, like, okay, so say you get like 40 yards, 35 yards out of this. It's 335. Power drive, you'd get it out here. The wind is it's not favorable, fairly neutral. You're gonna bound it down and get it to just like a pitch shot. I think realistically, hit something out here. Try and get your swing back on point, and then try and take a full wedge in. I think this is the way that we realistically have to be playing it. We're on a little bit of a downslope. I feel like this is where we could afford. You know, get our firm bounce up there, then check up. 7 feet up the hill. Little left to right. There we go. There we go. That's how you play for birdie golf. Leave yourself good distances. Wind's in the face, which honestly makes this a lot more interesting. A lot more interesting. Because if you played 8 iron, you're talking probably about 200 stock and then wind in. I think I'm gonna go. See, the wind's changing on me. Is that enough? No, I don't think so. getting too far inside. So we pushed it. Yeah, I don't know, you're like in between clubs. You're in between clubs, because I think the full 8 is just not quite it. I gotta see what this power is. 62%. I think it broke too early. Oh, it's holding. Hey, Mr. Low, it's the fake walk. It's the fake walk. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. It's straightened out for a little bit there. Gave me that little bit of false hope. Okay, I gotta find this backswing a little bit again. Feel like the backswing is leaving me just a touch. We've had a few too many. Had a few too many of these pushes. $172. This is short. I don't love this. Yeah. Front pin, you're like trying to shave it off. Okay, so it's gonna be left to right at the start. Looks like it's left to right the whole way. Come on now. What a read. What a read. $439. I don't think we want to go full send here. I think we're perfectly content to take 3 wood and give ourselves full wedge. Okay, I think this was one that we were off a bit last time. But this time with the wind in the face, downhill, I think we can hopefully be a little bit more correctamundo. I'll let the face open. Still a tough shot from there. All right, the putter's been hot, so I think we're gonna bring the putter out to play here. %. Ah, it's snapped. Putter's been good, but that one got away. This was down into the valley. There's a little bit of wind, but I think full drive is gonna be comfortable enough. All certainly below the feet. So even though we've got 262, I feel like with the way that this is sort of cutting, maybe just take a choked approach. Need to play that even more to the left. I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't take it down to a hybrid. That's the tough part. Now we've got this monstrous 79 footer. It says it's a foot uphill. All I know is it's braking. It's braking at the end. Gonna go out here. Wish me luck. I didn't even see what the percentage was for that. 84. That's 100. And that's like 75. Turn in. Turn in. Oh, what a lag from downtown. Hot dang. What's going on here? Is that a heck of a putt? I mean, imagine the scenes if that went in. But even for not going in, there's a lot to be said for that putt. Oh, this is tough. Can we get it there? Can we cover? 101 should be it. I mean, it's gonna bounce and release and everything, but hole location, that's tough to do more than that. Okay, 14 footer coming down the hill. Looks maybe like slightly above my feet. The whole, like slightly the whole way. It's downhill. I hit it too firm. That was the putt. That was 100% the read. I just overhit it. I could like kind of tell as soon as I hit it. I was like, nope, I held that too long. Right, this is the big fade hole. This is the big fade hole. Try and hang it up this right-hand side because it all kicks left. Perfect. Above the feet. Take just a little bit off of it and then let it it's still deep. But you like can't take the next club. So definitely an awkward distance. Now let's say it flat at the hole. I don't know. I'm getting this like vibe of a little bit of movement left to right. Gonna put it left edge. Yeah. I wish it just wasn't reading like flattish at the end, because that always screws up the rest of the read. Okay, this is where JB just says send it. I feel like we're getting a bit better at overpowers. See, some 108s come out, 103s can be good. I want to land at like 238. That's kind of dream scenario here. Little pause at the top. Now it's gonna be long gone. It's always tough. I mean, fortunately the fairways are on normal firmness, so they're not the most egregious things. Okay, so this is kind of baby breakage at the end, but heavier break at the beginning. So I'm gonna go somewhere in here. Oh, it extended heavy breakage. Extended heavy breakage. I did not see it coming like that. That's for certain. I was like, oh yeah, it moves a little bit at the end there. I think I have like some semblance of an idea of like what I could have visualized in my head a bit differently there. Okay, above my feet, very elevated. 58, 51. See, if I take choke 9, I'm really putting some trust that the wind is still gonna carry. I'm gonna take off this a little bit. Also, I'm now realizing where the flag actually is. It's like right by the marker. Because of the flag symbol being so up, I'm like, oh, it's way up on that hill. That is very, very incorrect. Doesn't change how I'm taking the shot, but does change what I'm looking at just a bit. Seven feet, kind of just a hair below to start, and then dives at the end. All right. The 6 iron is long. Yeah, because 197 carry is back here. That's 15 yards. That's 12 on the choked. I think we go out here, sling it. Sling the choke 6. This time I overplayed the wind. Oh, and that kick is mean too. It's kind of over where the last pin was, I believe. It's up the hill and then it's moving left to right. Kind of fairly flat at our start. Right? Throw a birdie on the card. This is just one of those ones where you have to lay it back. I mean, we're playing for a wedge, so we're not like laying back in like the worst way. I guess it's a short iron, but can't be driving it down there. Not at all. Okay, if we take the choke shot, I feel like we're short. I'm gonna take this, and then what we're gonna do is a little loft, a little partial. 97%. Oh, I underswung it by 2%. And partials, why? That's why I hate taking shots like that. We're uphill. We're steep. Honestly, it wasn't a bad swing, just came out really far to the side. Oh, that snaps at my feet. Oh, lordy. Okay, good recovery. Good recovery. Could have gotten ugly. Do you take power drive? I think you do. I think you do, and I think I'm okay. Because we hit like a baby close the last time here. That's perfectly fine. I mean, we can't... I actually don't even think if we got that up the right-hand side... I think you would have to be up the right-hand side and maybe have hit it a little bit further to get there and to have any chance at getting there in two. Even with overpower, I don't know. It's like, do you want to get to a chipping? Do you want to get into chipping, or do we want to just like bunt one down here and get a wedge? Let's think about this like in the most realistic sense. I think we're like 30 some odd yards out. Once you get into the 20s, that's like chipping becomes intriguing. I don't think it takes as heavy of a kick as I want it to. So you'd have to be going straight over the bunkers. So yeah, we're gonna take... I left the face open. Plenty of fairway here though. 120 yards. So this is almost perfect, although I've kind of left myself a little bit of work because I need to like de-loft this to get it exactly where I want. Pushed it. Don't love that. Work the yardage out, but then watch the approach. All right. I mean, we're not out of it. We got a birdie look, but could very well be that we end up parring a par 5 again. I hate it because it looks like a straight putt. It's like on a mound. All right. It is straight. Birdie time. all that worrying for nothing. What are we even on about? What are we even on about? Jeez. Okay, so you have two options. One is you landed at 270. 250 is too short. Oh, I hate it here. I hate it here. Hybrid does kick. Hybrid up the right-hand side over power. Try and get like a 102, 103 hybrid. Left it open. It'll kick plenty from up here. Maybe even too much. You're like trying to give it the kick to then go and sit. It's a pain. It's a pain. I mean, there is a backstop, but like, is it worth trying to take the shot from down there? I have no idea. Definitely a par hole, or at least a hole that you would like to come away with a par. So I'm happy with that. I'm not really like happy like how it transpired necessarily, but I'm happy with par. So we can 317, get wind going. If it's downhill enough to this first segment, you might be able to just like cover the bunkers entirely. Slightly open. That kicks pretty strong right to left, so I think we're good. Not getting a plug this time. Not getting a plug this time. I don't want no pars. I mean, obviously we're not technically out of the woods yet. We still gotta play the rest of this out, but 184 to the front. We're gonna come up short with that. It's a nice strike. How heavy is it gonna sit though? Yeah, I knew we didn't have it like all the way at the front edge. In between clubs, that was always a tough one. What up, Darren? All my clubs, Tiger Eye maxed out? No. No, I haven't been playing enough. And I don't think that I might be able to afford it or afford most of it, but for the most part, I don't think it matters the like couple extra points that it gives. I don't know, it's nothing too crazy. Alright, I think that's that middle part. It's that middle part that's the real kicker here. Still a little low. Not terrible. Not terrible. We'll take a birdie. Alright, so we've got one more. It's a par 72, but we do have 5 par 5s here. So I feel like you gotta be trying to maximize those. I mean, you're always trying to maximize them, but I want to land it probably like 216 or so, which means we're going to come straight at it with this, and then I need to slightly overpower it. Oh, I left it open. Gosh darn it. Few yards short, anywho. Can we, for the first time in our life, hole out a super flop? No. But we did hit the points on it, which is honestly almost as impressive. Being that we have to, reverse aim it. I hate that. I hate it so much. All right, final par 5, 704 yards. This is power drive all day. Bunker is on our line here. Wind's gonna take it to the right. That's where we want to be. I only got 101. Should be enough to launch it over and run it down. Yeah, who knows how much of a difference the 101 versus something a little bit stronger would have made. The main thing that matters is we get this momentum down the hill. I think this time we're gonna go 500 yards. Oh, we are going so much more than 500. 520? 529? That's a lot of yards. I think 529 yards has to be my longest drive in this game ever. That's that's so far. Oh boy. All right, 204. No. This takes our 7-iron right around pin high on the carry, which means we want to do something like this to kind of shave the distance off it a little bit. Buttery smooth swing. It's coming in online. Get right, get in, Albie time. No? Alright, no Albie time. Now we'll settle for eagle putt. I'd like to cash eagle putt in for a little payday. It's kind of straightish. It's definitely peeling. I'm gonna actually call it baby break the whole way. There it is, cashing in on the eagle. Let's go. $344. It's in that. It's really just in that awkward range of like, if you had the tailwind at it, you're probably going for it. But because we don't have the tailwind at it, I'm playing this layup, trying to put ourselves in prime position for wedge. So I like wedges. We like wedge and we don't care who knows. $140. See, it's 10 yards. We're on a downslope. Is with that, it's kind of. I put a little loft into it. Well, sit. Yeah. Little deep. Hey, what's going on, Eric? Lyric Lightly, how you doing? Any beginner tips for a guy who wants to beat his dad at this game? Yeah, you set your dad's swing to legend and you set yours to perfect swing and you don't tell him. Now, if you want to get better, I think the first thing to start with is getting yourself set up consistently. So try and figure out what works best for you. Left stick, right stick, and then you can look at try and draw bias or fade bias. Find your most consistent and then treat it like real golf. Sit and hold the controller the same way every single time, because that'll give you some relative feels then, because then you know, like, okay, if I'm missing to the left, like I gotta feel like my backswing is a little bit more to the right. Focus on feel that gives the input that you're looking for, rather than, you know, like a true, oh, I'm swinging left to right, therefore I must be like, feel like I'm swinging left to right. My swing bias is left to right. I feel like I'm swinging just a feather on the inside left, and I feel like I'm swinging left at the top. The output is not even remotely close on that. Other thing is, you're gonna want to learn to do a little bit of math. Oh, just cooked it a little bit. Is the right read? You're going to want to learn to do a little bit of math for your approach games. General rule of thumb, every 3 feet of elevation change is going to affect your shot by a yard. So if it's 25 feet up the hill, that's like an 8-yard adjustment, right? If it's up the hill, you're going to need 8 yards more on your club. If it's down the hill, you're gonna need 8 yards less. Some people adjust the pin. I like to pick a club, adjust the distance, kind of pick where I want to land it. Similarly, for wind, on a tailwind, it's like 80%. So a 10-mile-an-hour wind's gonna carry you like 8 yards. A headwind, 10-mile-an-hour wind is gonna be like 1.5 times, more or less. Be like 15-yard loss. More elevation, less you play the wind. Or down, or more uphill, less you play the wind. More downhill, more you play the wind. If you combine all of those things, you will find your approach game getting much better. I think that's a lot of what I build my game off of. So I know that's maybe long-winded for what you're looking for, but I like to think that I'm pretty good at this game. I like to think. I'll let other people say if I actually am or not, but all right, give me 2 minutes. We're gonna clear out the pre-rolls, and then we will dive right on into round 3. We're sitting top 5. If hopefully we can keep this up, maybe shoot a little bit better on the weekend. But I appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying, can always drop a like on the video. Helps me out so much. Thank you guys. I'll see you in a few.
It's raining.
Ads. I'd say that was some pretty good timing coming back. Pretty well timed up. All right, round 3. Round 3 of the truest of sims. I say that because it's called True Sim, and it'll be complained that it's not actually. So green speeds are a little slower, and the winds are a little bit faster. Faster winds? I guess it's measured in speed, so faster, yeah. Probably not the way that we would normally call it, but hey. All right. Hole is a little bit further back. I think more and more, I think we're finally setting up for a good shot here. Hold it again. But this time it looks like we're gonna cover, question mark? Are you serious, man? How is it always, I'm always in this ditch. I always feel, I just think in my head that it covers more. But no, we're out here doing the exact same shot every single time. It's a pretty good lie. It's a pretty good lie. So take a long flop, I guess. Sit. I guess because it's a pitching wedge, that's where we get into that. Well, hey, at least we finally have like an actual birdie look. Now, I have been putting well on these green speeds that we've had, so I don't know how this is going to go for us. That's pretty good. We get a birdie on the first. Rename left side hole 1, my ditch. I think the problem is I'm not trying to overpower it or anything on that hole, JB. In my head, every time I'm like, oh yeah, it'll just carry. It'll be fine. It's like, no, it's actually not. That's 393. 317, even if you're in like the mid 350s, 360s, 370s. I think you go power drive a bit left. I hope it gets enough carry, because get in the book. Okay. Pushed it just a little bit. Right to left. It's a pretty clean lie. Stop. Okay, good start. Good start. What region, city of Italy is my family from? I believe it's Reggiano di Gravina. So it's like on the, I don't know what you would call it. If this is the boot, I know this is a really bad example. It's like here, right? I guess this is the like, camera flipping and everything, but just kind of in that like arch as you start going down south around the bend, kind of in that northwest part, you know, south of Rome, north of Naples. I think, if I have my geography right off the top of my head. Hey, what's going on, Addict? Hey, thank you for the luck, sir. Appreciate it. Downhill, downwind. This is gonna be big time carries. We're gonna be big time carries. Is pitching wedge gonna be short? Because I don't think it's gonna quite get 32 yards. I mean, somewhere close to 170, 180s. I don't think it's gonna pick up another 10. Let's go choked 9. Go choke 9 on this mega downhill approach. I think this was the right call. Perfect. I mean, depends on how you define perfect. Perfect would be in the hole, but this is a pretty close second. This is a pretty close second. Okay, solid start. Full meter is 28, I believe. Because, okay, so some reference points that I use, Eric, if it's on like some higher winds. So when I put the meter like this, if the wind is at the bottom, that's 18. If I put it like this and it's at the midpoint, right, like straight through the middle of the arrow, that's 21. And then across the top here is 24. And it still goes a bit above that. I'm gonna power drive it because I think uphill into the wind, I think we need to. Man, does that thing start low. that was pretty well quadded up, and that was kind of scary looking off the face. 195. Low 180s. I don't think we can afford to go down to this. It's 186. Okay, 195. First off, I have to make sure that we play this enough, because it's gonna curl. I know it's up the hill, but I'd rather be to the right. 195 from elevation. It's gonna be a little less than that. The wind is playing in. Put a little bit on it. Try and make sure we hit just 100, because it's gonna be long. Oh, nice. Gonna be long if we don't take a little off of it. Okay, so we've got brake. We do got brake. Ooh. Ooh, just catching it. All right, starting hot. Starting hot. It's like that deceiving, like 430 yards. 240, 345. Some wind that. Let's see, now you might actually be able to drive this sucker, which is like a terrifying thought. So that's the tree. I think that's kind of where we want to be. Quad 101 power drive. This is beautiful. Come on, feed right. It's the freaking hyperspeed. Oh, it's such a stupid physics thing. That's not how it works. It's not how it works in real life. I understand that they, like, I think basically what has happened is 2K has come up with it works most of the time friction coefficient that they put on the fairway versus the greens, but like, if your ball was bouncing down the fairway like that, I can't, it's not speeding that fast. I think it's just like when it gets to the green, the friction coefficient is not quite what it needs to be. A little heavy-handed there. Thankfully, these greens are a little bit slower. But man, I just would have loved to have had a chance. Would have loved to have had a chance at a more realistic eagle attempt. All right, we are hitting some points here. Some power drives that are getting quadded up. Things you love to see. Now, 3 wood. That wind and up the hill. This gets a little Tobias Funke here. I mean, if we're swinging it well, we may as well go for that power approach. Yeah, you can't sit stuff softly, so try and throw it up on the green, give yourself a putt, 2-putt for birdie, outside chance if we can do something special for eagle. Hard part is I can't really tell what's going on the rest of the putt. Start breaking early. I think it's a little low. It's really not a bad effort. The hard part there is trying to look from the side angle where I normally try to like look up the hill at the putt and see relative breaks. You're off the green and it can't really see anything. Little fade action on the 5. Oh, I closed it. Well, that's not fading anymore. Would have been mayhaps decent distance. Left to right. Come on. Just pulled it. Although I guess it probably pulled it to the other side. All right, well, rip the birdie train. 6 birdies to start. Unfortunately, we don't get to take home a 7th birdie at the 7th hole. But we are chugging along. Big fade on this one as per usual. Let's get back on hitting some nice points. We're feeling, I think, in a little bit of a groove at the moment. Uphill, but we still need to get it outside. Oh yeah, we're online. Down. Hit. All right. Let's keep the pressure up. Okay, this is power drive all day, every day. .103 baby close, so it does throw a little bit of draw on it. I'm not too mad at that. Actually helps us out with the angle to the approach here just a little. So it's 261 front edge. That's 266. I mean, there's not much we can do here. Played a little underswing just to try and take us to the front edge of the green. Actually, with it being normal fairway, that probably actually helps us a little. I'm not sure. Maybe if it rolled it to the backstop, we'd have differing opinion. Breaks away from us. The ever so fun, well, how much is it actually breaking the whole way sort of deal. Oh, come on, man. Almost take the eagle on 9 to give us a full 9 under going out. I'll take it. I'll take it. Just a little disappointed. Just a wee bit. I'm actually gonna power drive this. Because on the one hand, we've been power driving well. And on the other hand, I remember from the previous rounds that when we hit regular driver, we were short of the bunker. So basically, power driving into that headwind is a wash, relatively speaking. So I think that's probably the smartest way we could play it. All right, gonna be a big swinging right to lefter on this guy. Ow, it didn't get turning. It didn't get turning. So like I held it out there and then it ended up, the wind just kind of played more straight into it the whole way. What up, Stash? Hey, when the swing stops swinging when you pull it back sometimes? I have not had that at all. Do you have something with, like, are you not pulling the stick all the way back? It's probably something with dead zones if I had to guess. Alright, let's see what this power is, because this is a little bit further. 64. A little bit short on pace. Yeah, that was the read, gosh darn it. I didn't have a smooth swing, so I lost 1% on my power. We hit that, we're good. $197 into the 210-ish area. Okay, I think this is like smooth 7. It's a little bit under on the 7. There's a chance that it's still okay-ish, but I think we're going to be a little short now. Yeah. Trying to do smooth 100, I went a little bit quick. What is it? It's breaking towards me. all over it. We are all over it. Okay, headwind, so 293. This is just easy driver. Just easy driver out there. 151, so we're long. Now we're short. Choke 9. All right, try to get on top of it just a little bit. Try and get us right to the front edge. I would say that plays. I would say that plays, yeah. All right, they call it move-in day for a reason. They call it move-in day for a reason, and I feel like we are schmoovin'. I don't know what that means, but I said it. Still 310. I can get 280. We're gonna power approach, overpower, ride the wind. Smoke it. Smoke him if you got him. Now get down there. Lovely. Lovely. Just keep going. Yep. Just like that. Alright, we have an eagle plot. He's feeling it, chat. He's feeling it. "10 feet for eagle." Yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you. Alright, hole number 14 has been no friend of mine. None whatsoever. 262, like the wind's gonna hold us back, and you're 30 yards short coming out of this. Nope. But all right, quad partial, still too short. Still just a hair too short. I don't know what you're supposed to do, man. I don't. Trying a partial driver, feel like we're a bit in desperation mode on that hole. It's out of the light rough, which is not anything too crazy. Pretty good. Okay, can't get the hole out. Can't get the hole out to keep the birdies rolling, but that's been a par hole all tournament. Been a par hole all tournament. I'm not. Not trying to give anything back. Alright, approach is going to be playing probably what the shortest it has here, because it's wind at the back, 400 on the drive. Yeah, I mean, now all of a sudden we're long with pitching wedge. I mean, heck, 46 choked. Choked, you take this sucker just off a little bit. Easy breezy, beautiful. Cover girl kind of swing. Okay, a little bit left to right to start this. We got another 10-footer for eagle. That's the flag is telling me flat at the top, but we know that there's left to right in the beginning. Gonna put it on that edge. It's another 2. It's another 2. Come on now. Come on now. Alright, well, par 3, and then we get back to the par 5 fun. 5 iron's gonna put us just shy. I think we have to take this. I think we have to take this. Hey, what's going on, Abdu? Because I can't be flirting too much with that front edge. Okay, there's a little right to left. There's a little right to left. That's like the first one we've been really bit by there. That took off on us. All right, par on the par 3. Maybe we can make it 3 eagles on par 5s here to finish out the back 9. This is this is full send heaven. 102 power drive, wind at your back. We had 520 yards last time. Can we outdo it? I feel like you almost have to outdo 520. There it is, 520. We go 530. 531 yards. That's so far. $168, $180, $190s. I think something like this, where then you just kind of hit it smooth. 98%. It might be a little too smooth, Colby. JKLOL. Get down. Now that's that fringe bounce though. That fringe bounce. Like if that's on the green, I need that to be 99%, not 98. Okay. All right. Let's see what the power is. 65. Not a bad effort. We'll take the birdie. We'll absolutely take the birdie. I mean, look at this scorecard. Look at this scorecard. What a round. What a round we put together here in the third. One to go. Can't full send it. Never have been able to, mind you. I think this time with the win we can go 3-wood, send it a little bit further, because we're going to have plenty of wind to contend with. I have plenty of wind to contend with. So it's going to go 114. I think this goes long and actually still has some capacity for spin. I know it's a gap wedge. Okay. A little capacity for wind. Gonna do a wish list? I don't know. I don't know. I've never done any of those wish list videos in the past. Maybe if I gather some thoughts together. Maybe if I gather some thoughts together. What a round, man. The reads on the green. Chef's kiss. Muy increíble. I mean, that was lovely. That was lovely. So yeah, I mean, if I gather some like actual thoughts together, then we might do a video. But I don't know, like I've seen other people do it. I feel like I should probably not watch their videos if I am gonna do one. So yeah, I'll have to come up with some stuff, because we talked about it a little bit earlier, but I would need to get my thoughts down in a more cohesive and well thought out bit, rather than just a bit off the cuff. And then it's also about like what, from the editing standpoint, I'm not too sure with. Like I feel like you gotta have some B-roll type things and things to put. But maybe that's a paternity leave project. Maybe while we're not streaming, when I get some little bits of time, maybe we put together a video. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, that was a beautiful round. That was a really nice round, especially for Trusim. Pop a 15 under, 4 clear of Abe there. So we've actually put ourselves in a chance to win it. As long as we don't do anything too stupid, I think, on round 4. But as much as I want to keep the momentum going, it's our normal cadence of clearing the pre-rolls out. Also, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm not gonna sit here and have to pee for all of round 4. I think that would make us play worse. But yeah, we're cooking right now. So we'll see what we can do in round 4. See if we can bring this thing home. If you're watching on YouTube, always drop a like on the video, helps me out. There's probably a better way for me to ask that. I know I say it the same way every time. I am really bad at asking for support. I don't ask for money. I just ask that if you enjoy it, you're here. I don't know. See, I get uncomfortable. I'll see you in 2 minutes, okay? I'll see you in 2 minutes. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. All right. All right. Round 4. Engagement is free, and one of the best ways to support. Engagement is expensive, man. You know how much those rings cost? Engagement very, very pricey. And then you're getting towards marriage. Doesn't get any cheaper. That's for sure. All right, final round. High winds. We're playing on the same conditions as the last round. Well, we were seeing those breaks pretty well. Look who's back, Shady? Shady's back? Hold on, Andrew. Hey, do it, dude. And we're not doing too bad for a guy who has played very little in recent time. I think we're doing all right. All right, I finally overpowered a power drive so that I don't end up in the ditch. All right, it only took 4 rounds. We're making an adjustment so we can miss the green to the right this time. Come on, man. Come on. Just let me on. Let me on. It does roll downhill. It rolls a little bit to the left. I think we're just flopping it. Maybe a little short to let it release. It's light rough. 88%. Well, if we hit it at 88%, we were going to be very, very long. So, I guess we'll take this instead. Just outside. Okay, good start. Good start. Finally got a birdie in round 3, get a birdie in round 4. 317. Okay, we drove pretty far last time. 317. Let's kind of rework our way through this. Into the 350s. Down with the, yeah. We go. Left it a little bit open. 101. This time we'll get it up into the bunker off of the bounce. Or we won't. We'll end up in the exact same spot. Come on. I'm so confident in it too. But I mean, that's kind of the thing, you know? That's kind of the thing with this game. I feel like you have to fail confidently. Well, that came up way short. That came up way short, man. Up the hill. It's not a lot of break at the end, but it's the break in the middle that kills you. I do not like this Sam I am. What's the power here? 67. We'll see how this snaps. Never mind, didn't snap, went right where we said it would. Okay, so like upper 80s, upper 90s, 200, maybe even a little bit longer than that. Where's the leak, man? Okay. So we're gonna go choked 9, and then maybe hit it just a little hard. 101. Maybe hoping to get like 102, because this gets a little dicey now. It's not the worst thing, but I would have preferred it to be a little different. Ah! It's 1% under, and it took that hard kick. We had it. I actually hit my chip inputs have been good tonight. In a weird twist of fate, my swinging contacts have been very nice. Also, we've just been like piping power drives all night. Just one of them days. Just one of them days. Okay. 203, 195? Yeah. 95. The lower 80s. Double crossed. We'll be on the green, but I think it does kick a little left. Just ever so slightly. Got 2 inside out on that. I think it's more at the end. Which way is it breaking? Towards me. Yeah. I think we have to go somewhere out here. 64. Oh, he's pointing. He's so good at putting. What is happening tonight? What is happening tonight? He's bean reading without the green beans. What? How's he doing? Tree fitty. I can't drive this one. Ooh, I want to. Over. I think we go for it. Mainly for the fact that if we can get it rolling down the hill. I got 103. But like if we can get it rolling down the hill, there's a chance we get on the green. If not, it's short game time. Oh, those were big bounces, baby. That's too much speed. It's out the back. Freaking 2K physics. What's going on, Scarlet? Get bead implants in my eyes? I think if I got bead implants, I would probably be blind. Oh, it's straightened out. Ah, good touch. Good touch. We'll take bird. Take bird. Good start. 4 through 5 is how you like to start it. Some days putts just drop. Well, I got a good feel for the greens in the first 2 rounds. And then I had the bright idea in round 3 to take a visual aim at it and assign a number to, you know, that I normally give for my like putt math when I have greens and I'm like, I have grids and I'm trying stuff. And on these 151s, I found what the flag tilted and what the number is, and I've been running with it. If I'm being completely honest, we've been counting grids for a little over a round now, and it has been fantastic. I've also been hitting really good approach shots, which certainly is a useful thing to have. Pushed it. Gonna be upper bunker. Okay, not the worst miss. Ball's above the feet. Kind of flattish up there. Runs a little left to right. Something like that. And then distance-wise, %. 95'd it. It's not exactly what we want, but it gives us a chance at bird. Now that's saying straight in at the cup. You not like this, Sam? I am, because I think it breaks. There we go. I felt it. I felt that break at the beginning. I was like, we're going to hit this with a little bit more power to try and keep the break reduced. 176. 60s. This is short. We're going to play it, honestly, a little bit safe. Choke 6. Try and just keep it at that 100% swing, though, so we don't go too deep. Okay. There you go. There we go. Okay, every time that we've played this hole, and this is, I haven't paid attention because we might actually be like on different tee boxes and stuff in these rounds, so that's like the one piece of information that I have not been quite taking in. I'm not gonna go with the power drive this time. I think out here it's not gonna be a strong enough left kick yet to get us into that bunker, so that's perfect. That's perfection. There you go, choked 8. Because choked 8's gonna give us just that extra little bit of distance we need. Oh, it's gonna kick left. This hole, I'm like always just on the cusp of it. No! Okay, I mean, we can't get them all, right? I was so mentally prepared for a putting is like chipping, or chipping is like putting, statement. Missed it. Doctor's out to lunch. What's going on, Slim? How you doing, dude? Why can't Dr. Chapinski be in? I mean, the putt doctor is it? I don't know if the putt doctor doesn't have a fun name though. Puttinsky? Front edge of the green-ish. Get to the... Just cover the water. What a lucky break. I got aggressive. We've been feeling it, so like why wouldn't we? But that could have been bad. That could have been like really bad. Kind of a buried lie here. 50-degree wedge out. I actually don't know. 36. We just gotta give ourselves a chance. We just gotta give ourselves a chance. So I'm thinking lob wedge, long flop. We hit our points. It's gonna roll, but like, I don't know. We were gonna otherwise be taking like a gap wedge or a pitching wedge or something out. Good up and down. Good up and down. You would never have known. So 7 under going out. We've been tearing up this front 9. Never have known that we almost put it in the water. There are no stories on these here scorecards. Casual quad power drive as we talk through our swing. Probably not the smartest thing to be doing, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We're professionals. Very much so not a professional, by the way. Just a dad who plays golf in his basement after the kid goes to bed. Still crazy to think soon to be kids. So, yeah, I guess that's friendly reminder. Paternity leave will be upon us at some point in the nearish future. I'll let you guys know in Discord, and I'll try and update titles and YouTube community posts and stuff when the time comes. Almost put another bird on the card. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, due date is early March, so we're like in that awkward time where, you know, it could be tomorrow, it could be mid-March. Yeah, so that's the part that kind of remains to be seen. So we're streaming up until they're here, but just do not know when the time will be. Perfect. Yeah, with my first kid, we had an induction, which, not that the kid can't come before the induction is set, but at least when the induction is set, you have a bit better of a concept of when they're coming. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Need all we can get. Need all we can get. Do late March, then popped out 11 days early. When I was young, because my cousin, who's like, I want to say, so he's in high school. He's a little over 10 years younger than I am. Or no, that's the oldest one. Probably like 15 years or so younger than I am. We were on a family vacation. So we're from Pennsylvania. We were down in North Carolina on vacation. Middle of the night, my aunt had to go to the hospital. Kid came a month early. So that's a forever fun story for the family. And just in general for him as a fun fact birth story. Obviously not that he remembers any of it, but you do have that little bit. Didn't break as much. Must be a Pennsylvania thing. Maybe. But yeah, that vacation definitely one we'll all remember. Because it was, it was full family. It was my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, my family. Alright, I'm actually gonna choke this down because the way they've been running, I almost feel like I need to play it a little bit shorter. If I gotta kick right and still run out, kind of hard pin to get at. Slow, 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 slow. Okay, that's probably better for us. That's probably better for us. 23 yards up the hill here. Oh, it's back down though. Probably need to partial flop it. I think if I try and chip it, it's gonna be no good for us. $8 9%. That'll play. That'll play. Okay. Up and down for birdie. Discord link shows up on the iPad, but not the iPhone. Tell you how yeah. You know, Twitch, super well known for their functional mobile apps, even though that's where like the majority of their viewer base is. All right, we're gonna play this driver high fade. We're also gonna double cross it. Get a strong kick left, punch ball around the back. I don't think it has enough green speed to do that. Well, okay. Fine. Yeah, this is less than ideal. This is definitely less than ideal. Okay, let's just see. 63%. 3% over. That's not great for us. We're still a bit low. Just outside. Okay, good save. Good save. Says it's invalid? It's a bit surprising. I'll give it a look after the round. Slight pull, but we're good. We're good. We've got the distance. We're up along that right edge. 192, 168, 180, into the 190s. Okay, so this is long. I feel like if we just hold on to this choked approach just a touch, we can do the same crap. Okay, that's a different spot that we're in, but it's kind of the same crap we've been doing to ourselves over and over in this tournament. On this hole, I mean, just like in particular. I should have looked at that a little bit more. That started to dive away from me. Yikes. That started to dive away from me just a little more than I was comfortable with. Okay, so we have green. We have green to work with. 206, 214. I think we gotta give it just a little bit here. Okay, that's a silky smooth 102. I think that's probably not too much. Of course, if I had just played 100%, we would have been fine. You know, why wouldn't it be that way? I think it's slightly above the feet for the first little bit. That's like right at that edge. No. It moved the other way? Okay, there's a fake break in the middle of it. I just didn't feel comfortable hitting a straight putt there. Thought at my feet there was something, but I guess with the pace... Alright. Power drive, speed slot. Go time. 106. Come on, kick me right. Kick me right. I haven't been this far left. Love it. Friendly course. So friendly. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to beat our, like, 532-yard drive. It's going to be close. It's going to be a little short. Only 528. Only 528. $192. 180, 192. I think this 7-iron's too long. I think this is where we end up getting ourselves in trouble with this being too short. I know, JB, I know. Only 528. We had the 532 earlier. Just slack it on this round a little bit. I got 101. I don't know, though. I think I needed 102. Yeah. I was not really wanting to take off the club up, but maybe that was the play. A little left to right up the hill, it seems. Yeah, what's going on, Stando? I like lagged in my backswing. That was scary. All right, can we get to 50? Can we put up a 50 spot here? 62. I think with this, we should get ourselves down to a nice wedge. All right, 109. It's a little fadey up the hill. Like, it's an ugly shot. Up the hill with all the side action and stuff going on. Gonna be... pushed it. Give me the kick. Yeah, we're gonna be right off the edge. It's fine. Little... Why does that say right to left at the end? Doesn't make me feel particularly great. I pulled it, and then it's gonna break that way. All right, no 50. No 50, unfortunately. But 49 might be clubhouse lead. Think we pipped Abe by 1. Or did we lose on countback? That round 3 was huge, but I don't actually know. We lost on countback. All right, well, it was a good run at it. It was a good run at it. Couple of missed opportunities coming home there. Yeah, 4 under. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. For some reason, I thought he was at 48. It's fine. It's fine. I think the countback rule is kind of annoying. Like, you have to shoot your best in round 4. We pop off on a 16 under moving day, and it's like, well, your round 4 wasn't good enough. But I would say, yeah, that was the problem. 35.8 foot proximity on the last round. Because we were 22-7, 25-3, and 22-8. But we're making putts. We were making putts. Proximity was okay. These numbers are very good. We were out there putting, for sure. 32% from long range. 95% medium. Yeah, our medium putt was, we were 12% clear. I mean, we were rolling it in. You were 3% longs, JV? Come on, man. Clean card. Clean card. Yeah, it was a good putting week. Proximity wasn't like anything crazy, but we were converting when we were in there. 68%. When I'm looking at these numbers, I'm trying to, I guess, did Abe just like hole out like crazy? Cause he hit 64 greens. So he missed 8. I'm just like 10% clear on birdie conversions. He must have had a crazy amount of eagles. Scud had 7, he had 5. I'm trying to... It's not mathing out to me. How am I that far clear? How am I that far clear on birdie conversion and my greens and reg were not bad. 89%. Okay. It's like 7 more greens, so that tanks the 1-putt percentage. And the birdie convert. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. All right, let's figure out. So that was a good run at it. We've played what the past 3 weeks, and we finished T4, T7, or outright 4, T7, something like that, and now technically second, T1. I'll take it. That was some high quality true simmon today. Okay, so Stash, you said that the Discord link for Twitch on the Twitch stream is invalid. Let me take a look at that. Because it should be another website, just kind of redirect. No, it worked. It works for me. It redirected. Try the link from there. I mean, it's the same link as below the stream, but maybe maybe it'll work out of the chat instead. Mobile Twitch is an interesting beast, to say the least. All right. Speaking of Discord and things, tomorrow we will not be playing this game, but we will be playing golf. If you have a PC and $8 lying around and you want to join us, we're going to play something called Super Battle Golf. I think there are some videos floating around. I think some creators have had early access. I haven't reached out, but I'm just gonna buy the game. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's going to be a very chaotic take on golf. It's gonna be a very chaotic take on golf. Let me see. I can show it on the horizontal streams. I don't know. I don't think I have the scene set up for. I don't think I have the scene set up for. For mobile. Give me a second. Maybe we'll. Sources. Let's add display capture. All right, I'll try it. This is we'll try and give everybody the same experience here. So this is the game that we're gonna play tomorrow. All right, I hope you guys are as interested as I am. So it's kind of like if you took Divot Derby and made it fun. Cracked it out a little bit. They've got golf carts you can drive, weapons you can blow up your opponents, you can knock them out of the way. It's all about speed. So we're gonna check this out tomorrow. I think this will be a really, really fun game. Yeah, launches tomorrow. I don't know how much before stream it comes out, but be on the lookout for that. I posted a link in Discord about it as well. It's 1 to 8 players. So if we can get some people from the community that want to hop in and play with me, I think it would be a really good time. But that's what we're going to be playing tomorrow. And then if we enjoy it, we can, maybe cycle it in some more times. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow.